Hi friends, welcome to Tutors Funny channel. Today I am going to teach about the flowchart. There are many students who ask me to teach flowchart, so that I have teach this lesson. Here this is a flow under the flowchart. I am going to discuss about the flowchart symbols. This is the start symbol. This is the stop symbol. That's the basics, right? The start, this is our start, this is our stop, right? This is the input symbol. Simple is the input symbol. This is the process, this is the condition symbol, right? Now let us take the simple example, right? Let us go to the simple example. Here I am going to take add two numbers, right? How to add two numbers? If you take mathematics, here I am going to calculate two numbers. First I have enter two numbers, number 1 plus number 2. This one here I am going to calculate the total, right? 2, right? 1 plus 1, I get the total like this. The same thing how to flow into the flow chart, right? So here the flow is working on flow chart, look like this. First I am going to start the flow chart. So starting symbol is this. After that I am going to, this one should be the input, right? This symbol represent input, right? So input, here I am going to enter the same thing, num1 plus num1 comma number 2, right? Here I am going to enter two numbers, num1 and number 2, right? So after that what I am going to do is here dot equal, I am going to change the things, num1 plus num2, right? Okay. Now here output we have to, this one we write, I have to modify this one, right? Okay. Now here you have to see here the output is output dot. Okay, this dot will be, you have to put it here, dot, here stop here, right? This is the symbol for input and output, right? This is the input and output. First what I did is start the flowchart. The starting symbol is the stop flowchart. This is indicate the stop like symbol, right? This is the input, right? This is the input, this is the output, the same, right, symbol for input and output. First you have to input two numbers, num1 comma number 2. Here I am going to process. How to process? Total equal num1 plus num2, right? Here I am going to add two numbers, get the total. So here have to, this total variable, these two numbers are calculated and assigned to the this dot variable. We have to place it here, output dot, right? Here after that finally we have to stop the flowchart, right? This is the flow we are working on, how to add two numbers, right? This is very important concept, right? How to add two numbers in flowchart, right? Very simple one. You just get the piece of paper and draw this like this, right? After that I am going to go to do another example. Here this, in this example I am going to calculate the area, so of this, here this shape. So this is the A and B, this is the width, this is the height, right? We have to calculate the area, right? So first I am going to start the flowchart here. This is starting symbol. After that input, right? We have to input this one, A comma B. This is the one we have to input it. After that we have to process. What is the thing you have to process is, we have to get the output of the area. So we have to multiply this one. So area equal, what is the input? A multiply by B, right? We have to calculate the area and assign to this variable. Finally we have to print the area here, output area. This area we have to put it here. Finally we have to stop the flowchart. This is the flow we have to working on. We have to calculate the area of the circle, right? So we have to calculate like this, right? This is the thing we have to write simply, okay? After that what I am going to do is, yes, I am going to go to another example. Selection structure, right? Selection structure. What is the meaning of selection structure is, each and every program has a condition, right? If you take the example of the daily life, take the example of the school, there should be the condition. You must attend on time, right? You must leave on time, right? That is the condition you have, right? Interval should be on time, right? The subject is starting from 11 to 12, there will be the condition, right? So each and in your daily life there should be the condition. So the same condition you have to apply in your program as well. So here program as this condition, you have to condition, you have to draw the symbol like this. So this is statement, this statement, right? If the condition is true, mean it's work this statement 1. If it is false, means work it goes below, it's work the condition statement 2, right? This is the work, right? So let's take the example of the average, right? If the student get 50 average in their final marks, there should be the condition on the exam, right? Rules, right? The condition should be, if the average is greater than 50, results should be pass, otherwise results should be fail, right? So the scenarios working look like this, right? So let's take the average, right? This one, right? So here, first here input, this is the average. Here, if the average is greater than 50, right? Greater than equal 50 mean, what is the difference between if greater than 50 and equal 50 mean? If the average is greater than 50, result should be fail, right? If the student is marks will be display only 50, student will be fail. If it is greater than equal 50 mean, the student will be pass. It is equal to 50, above 50, not if you are write like this, above 50 only pass, right? If you write with this symbol 50, or it's take along with the 50 also pass, right? So here, if average greater than 50, equal 50, results this condition true, result is pass, otherwise result is fail, right? So here this look like this, right? Here if you take the example like this, look at this example. Here I am going to enter marks 1, M1, M2, M3, right? I have input 3 marks, right? So here I am going to calculate the total. So total, how do I calculate the total is my M1, marks 1. Here I am going to calculate marks 2, comma marks 3, right? After that I am going to calculate the average. So the simple step we have to, this one I just remove it here, only we have to show it here. The same thing I just copy this one. Right. Now here, this one should be the average. How to calculate the average is average equal total divide by 3. Why we are divide by 3 here is, we have 3 subjects here. So number of subject we have to divide it, right? What is the total you are get it here? What are the subjects available? There are, it consists of 3 subjects, you have to divide by 3, right? So after that get the average, we have test, right? So here average, we have to write here, if average is greater than 50, if your student get greater than 50, so the results become pass, otherwise if it is not greater than 50, it goes below, results display fail, right? Finally we show the result here, right? If the student is get more than 50, this condition should be works. If it is not greater than 50, it's work this condition. The result should be, what is the results coming here? It is placing here, right? So output finally stop the program, right? This how works, right? Very simple. Okay, you just consider about these things, right? This all the example, you just get the paper and draw, right? Each and every example what I did so far. Okay, it's very essential things when you are preparing the exams. Okay. Okay, it's very simple one. Okay, I have drawn, right? So let's we go for the another example, right? So this is the little bit big example. Here I have drawn the simple table. I have put the condition, right? So if the average is greater than or equal to 75, grade will be A. If the average is greater than equal to 65, grade will be B. If the average is greater than equal 50, grade will be C. If the average is greater than 35, grade will be S. Otherwise, below 35, grade will be W. Right? These, okay? Okay. Now what I am going to, according to the condition, we have to draw the flow chart, right? So first get the average. First we have to test if the average is greater than or equal to 75. If the condition is true, grade display A. If it is not greater than, if the average is not greater than 75, go below. The condition false. Check another condition. If the average is greater than or equal 65, if it is true, display this grade, right? Grade equal B. Otherwise, it's go below. Condition false is check this below condition. If the average is greater than or equal 50, display the grade equals C. Otherwise, if it is failed, go below. Check third one. If average is greater than or equals 35, if it is true, display the grade equal S. Otherwise, if it is failed, go below. Below 35 of the average, I have put it just as grade equal fail. We have to here we have to print the output as which grade from here, right? Okay, this is how we have to write. Okay, finally we have to stop the program. Very simple one. You are just imagine when you are draw the flow chart. Very simple. Okay, which condition is true, it's work. After that, it's work. See, this is how we have to work in the program. Right, very simple, right? If you understand well of this program, this flowchart concept, you will be easily understand the program's concept well, right? If it is this condition true, after that the program will be exit. Okay, it's not go for and check the below all the stuff, right? First you have to check the 75. If the condition is true, it's exit the program. If it is not true, go below and check the second condition, right? If the condition is true, exit so far. Okay, okay. If this all the condition fails, finally it display the output as grade equal fail, right? Finally you have to display the output here. What is the output? Grade is display, right? This very simple example I did so far. If you have any doubt on this, you can ask me anytime. If you like my channel, please subscribe me, like me. Thank you for watching.